Hey guys, hey, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Divine Sade if you are new. So today we're going to be talking about Saweetie. I've been looking through all the female rappers, and Saweetie was probably the hardest for me to find. But when I found this picture of Saweetie, I literally saw the one and only Lisa Left Eye Lopes. And you want to know why? Because Saweetie did her hair just like when Lisa Left Eye Lopes got arrested for whatever she did, but all I know, that whole situation was fake. She didn't really get arrested. Okay, another character that Lisa pursues is the character of her underground artist by the name of Pink Bitch. No one has heard of her. I don't even know any of her songs. I don't know anything about this person. My video is not about her because she's underground, and Left Eye plays a bigger role than just this person. Left Eye was a big artist when her character was alive. Therefore, they like to go pursue other big artists along with pursuing these low-key artists. I will try to find the very, very base of this whole situation of these people, but that's later. I have other videos to look into and other people to look into. The day that she was born is even scripted. May's the 5th month. The date that she's born, the actual numerology is 9. She's born May 27th, so 27 equals 9. And then even her year is scripted. It equals out to be 9. And right here, her death date is even scripted. Everything's May, so she got buried the same month where she died. And they always fake die around their birthdays. Weird. And the day that she died equals out to be 3 because 2 minus 5 is 3, okay? Now, her character, Saweetie, has this weird ass name. Even her stage name is weird. This manly, masculine male name that they're trying to make feminine. It's too masculine, the whole name is. And I think her middle name is Mockery, Quaiva. And that's funny because she dated Quavo, okay? So it's all mockery, right? So she was born July 2nd, which equals out to be 9. And then she was born in 1993, okay? If you do the numerology, it all equals out to be 3. One thing I want to point out with this is the fact that these two characters, everything is 3 and 9s, literally. So she made her own label. At first, she tried to come off as an underground person wrapped in her car. They love to get people with this fake underground thing. No underground person is real. They're as fake as the people that we already deem as fake. They're even faker, these underground people. Okay. Now, most searched thing on Google people also search for is Lisa Lopes alive? She is. Simple as that. She is. She just plays someone else. She killed off that character and went to go play someone else. So this documentary was so morbid and full of mockery. This right here is called The Last Days of Left Eye. Came out in 2007. If you guys are too young and didn't see it, I was probably 7 at the time or 8 at the time. I remember seeing it on VH1 when it premiered. There's no way in hell any kids should have been seeing that. They vividly even showed this fake ass death to pretend as if it's real and that you're going to get in a car wreck and you're going to die just like this person. All mockery, all scripted. Even the time is scripted. 2007 equals 9. Of course, they're going to use 2007 as a year to publish all this. And then they published it May 19th, of course, just all scripted, okay? Now, right here, this is Left Eye. This is the last picture we've seen of this character before she faked this character's death, okay? And with this character right here, she's holding this Coca-Cola coin pouch purse thing, and she was passing it to her friend. And for some reason, I don't know how this transpired, but they end up crashing. It doesn't make any sense. But one thing I want to point out with this crash is, how did they crash and save the footage? Doesn't make any sense, okay? People flew out the window and shit, but y'all were able to save the footage. Doesn't make any sense, okay? All fake. It's all just predictive programming, subconscious programming to put in your subconscious mind that you're probably going to fucking die. We wouldn't know what death is if it wasn't told to us, you know? Everyone's born and no one is, everyone's born and then all of a sudden someone tells you, hey, you have to die, okay? It's just it's taught behavior. It's a taught thing, you know. You wouldn't know if you were a baby and didn't know about none of this stuff, okay? Now something else to look at. So Lisa Lopes got her name Left Eye from Michael Bivins, who plays the role of Yo Gotti. So they both went in pursuit to play the role of these younger popular artists, okay? All right, and she was in the group TLC, okay? And let's talk about that documentary. So I already told you guys about that documentary and how, what I'm going to tell you guys now is that in the documentary, she revealed that she had adopted a daughter, an 8-year-old daughter, of course, 8. 8 is very important in this. So the girl was 8 when she adopted her. The girl name is Snow. Her son name is Jamal. These are adopted children. Her saying they're adopted is admitting also that she is not able to bear children. These creatures or whatever the fuck they are, not able to. She's admitted that she's an invert, to be honest. So moving on, her tattoo, she has 80 on her arm, which looks like a big ass 8. And then she has this Tupac dedicated tattoo on her foot, which is the musical notes from the song Love You Too. And also right here it says that in September 2000, Lopes was reported missing, okay? Just all around, just always had these problems, always being problematic. They did this on purpose. They paint these characters like this. I'm not going to get into the whole scripting of this fake death, but her case and Aaliyah's case is quite worth getting into, and I might go live one day on Patreon and just sit down and literally just go through this whole thing and like just dissect it all, because it's just fake as fuck and it's disgusting, especially Aaliyah's. And Left Eyes is just obviously disgusting, but Aaliyah's is scripted as fuck too. Both are scripted. I'm gonna expose Aaliyah later. She plays so many people, it's crazy. And right here I want to point out though, at the very bottom it says that she felt a presence of a spirit following her and was struck by the fact that the child blank in the accident shared a similar last name, and even thinking that the spirit may have made a mistake by taking his life instead of hers. So just mockery. No kid died. I'd be damned if a kid really died in this situation. I bet there's so much scripting and gematria with this shit. And I guess she supposedly killed someone, and she feels like since they had the same last name, she should have went instead of this kid. All right, moving on. So I already told you the death day was scripted. All of this I could probably put in gematria thing, and it'll all come back to some type of fucking numerology. Right here it says Lopes and 3 others were thrown out the window. 3, and then she died at the age of 30, right? So in this album cover, it always creeped me out even before I knew that she was a death faker. This album cover, what this represents in my interpretation is that she's fading out of the scene, killing this character off and fading off slowly but surely, okay? So her new character, which is Saweetie. Saweetie, I don't understand that name. I don't understand it. But she goes by Icy. She's Icy, all that other stuff. She calls herself Icy and all these other adjectives and things to describe herself with, but mainly it's revolved around ice and snow and stuff like that. So the connection with that is that Lisa Left Eye Lopes has a kid that she adopted when the little girl was 8. She adopted her, and her name was Snow, okay? That's a big connection. Snow, Icy, all combined. Funny thing about that is Left Eye loved Christmas. TLC had a song called, I forgot the Christmas song, guys, but you guys know it. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's or something like that. They love Christmas. That's just something that she really loves. So of course she's going to make her new character all about the snow and all that shit, right? So right here, Saweetie had posted this on the Urban Dictionary, and they had put in the definition meaning of her name, or what an icy girl was, and this is what it means. It says charging about a minute because her time is very pricey. So basically these this bitch is basically making people very materialistic. In a sense, she want all girls to be materialistic. When Saweetie first came out, it was probably my senior year of high school, and I was really in love with the idea of Saweetie. I was like, finally, an artist talking about being like, I don't know, about your bag. But I had a different mindset than I have now, okay? That was 2 years ago. I do not think like that anymore. And now that I see what this lady was doing, it's literally all material programming for women. But I'm gonna get into more material programs. So his song Icy Girl, I'm gonna play it right now. This is how we found her.
I'm icy, wifey, haters wanna fight me. Never been the one get RP up on a whitey.
Anyway, so in that song she says, cause I'm icy, wifey, haters wanna fight me. Never been a one to RP up in a white tee. Why did you have to mention that? RP on a white tee? So you know when someone dies and people put a dead person on the shirt? Well, she's already been on the shirt, okay? She just, I don't know why she's saying she's never been a one. You have been a one, okay? Why would you even mention that? Why? Anyway, so right here, this is Saweetie right here. She has an icy chain on. Everything with her is about coldness and outside, and yeah. So Lipstick Alley posted this. They said that Saweetie says she's pretty and she raps like Left Eye in new song, okay? And this was May 12th. Everything's always in May, right? Because guess what? Left Eye was born in May and died in May. Well, died in April, but was buried in May, okay? And so Saweetie has a song called Fast. I haven't listened to it, but Left Eye is mentioned in this song. She has Left Eye in parentheses of this song, okay? So a big connection right here is the gematria with this. So Saweetie equals 33, Left Eye equals 33, and Masonry all equal 33. All right, so Saweetie, so Left Eye promoted this stuff. I don't know if I can even say this word on here. All I know, if it's being promoted too much, you shouldn't be using it. It's blocking the natural order of how we should be doing things, but to each their own. Moving on, Saweetie also promotes stuff that should not be promoted to people. Case in point, she has a whole meal at McDonald's, have them wearing fucking, what color was it? I think pink, white, and blue, the invert colors on their fucking shirts and shit. Poor them, because they don't even know what those, they don't even know the agenda behind that shit. They're subconsciously letting everybody see that every time they pull up to a goddamn drive-thru, the worker has the shit on their fucking shirts. It's all subconscious programming. It's disgusting, and no one should be eating this. This does not make you a bad bitch. This is not it. I don't know why she has convinced y'all that this made y'all bad bitches. This is not, okay? Another thing that she has convinced y'all, I don't know if you guys seen my Jezebel agenda video. I wanted to call it the whole agenda video, but I could not put that in the title. That video was blocked at first. That video was fucking demonetized, shadow banned, and all the above. I need you guys to please go check out that video, especially the girls. Please go check out that video. I was just really trying to talk about this whole agenda push on brainwashing females. I will be making a part 2 to that, but that'll be later, because that did take a lot of time and effort to put together. But everyone should go watch that video, especially females. Go watch that video. I talked about Saweetie. She was one of the main people that I did bring up. Saweetie promotes materialism, such as these Birkin bags. Do you know how much a fucking Birkin bag costs? Okay. I'm going to be honest with you guys. You do not need a Birkin bag to be lit. You do not need a Birkin bag to be that female, I guess, or whatever, to make you satisfied in life. You do not need this expensive ass bag. Do not let any celebrity convince you. She literally made all girls believe that. This is literally what she said in her on her live with Quavo. She said, if he's not getting you a Birkin, then it ain't working. Literally, she said that. It can't work without that Birkin. You do not need that. Material items will not make you happy. Okay, what can make you happy is something that cannot always be doubled or replaced, or just a material item. Material items will not bring you happiness. Okay, you have all the money in the world, that doesn't mean that you're going to be happy. And then she promotes this inverse shit, this sleepover shit that Katy Perry also promoted, which I talked about it in my Katy Perry video. When Katy Perry did the whole I kissed a girl and I liked it, it was a whole sleepover thing. This says, B, guess what? You're invited, no boys allowed. It's a sleepover, all right? So right here, you got this, pink, white, and blue. Right here, pink, white, and blue. She dressed up as RuPaul. I didn't know whether this was her dressing up or just reposting a picture of RuPaul. That's how good they are, and that's how easy makeup can deceive and change how you look. Here you go, pink, white, and blue. Pink, white, and blue. And on the truck, it has 6, 3, and all these numbers, right? And 36 literally right here, right there is 1366. Oh my God, wow. And then right here, pink, white, and blue in the cut. So she has the pink, the white over here, and the blue. Pink, white, and blue. And then in the song that she has with Doja Cat, everything's pink, white, and blue. And Doja Cat's name's in pink and the and is in blue. I've already exposed Doja Cat. Now she had made a song with Doja Cat called Best Friend. All that best friend, girly, all king up together, gay shit that y'all be doing, that's not cute. Don't let them brainwash you into that. Even with that bro shit, that loving the same gender so fucking much, loving your bro so fucking much, there's a line between that shit. You can have friends or whatever you want to call it, associates or whatever you want to call it, but there's a line to that shit. It should not be over glorified like it is. It's weird. That's weird. Now right here, you have Saweetie. She literally dressed up as 3 of these people. That's crazy. She dressed up as Michelle, Kelly Rowland, and Beyonce, and we created their cover. It's crazy. So right here we have Lisa Lopes and Kobe. Well, Saweetie was upset and hurt behind Kobe's death. And the Grammys posted, Saweetie remembers Kobe Bryant. This is what she said right here. She said, I felt weird getting ready because someone who was so important to our cult was gone. Okay? To our cult is gone. Culture is a cult. I don't care who you are. Your culture is a cult. It's literally in a word. Culture, cult. All right? Moving on. She keeps posting Jay-Z. All right? Jay-Z again. Well, that's funny because Lisa wanted to work with Jay-Z before she died, okay? That's funny. Next, she posted Tupac and said, shine in peace. That's funny because Tupac referred to as Left Eye as his soulmate. Also, she has the musical notes of Love You Too by Tupac on her foot. And right here, this is a fake picture, actually. I believe this is fake. All these pages, these fan pages, are the best. Like, I mean, the bomb.com at these fake pictures. So when you be like, oh, they have a picture together, that don't mean anything. I see people edit so fucking good on Instagram, these small artists and people that are good at graphic design and merging pictures and whatever, that sometimes I don't know whether it's real or fake, okay? So this is Saweetie Young. She looks exactly like Left Eye. I think that's when it's most noticeable, these fake young pictures that come out of her. Here go Left Eye, pink, white, and blue. Here go Left Eye trying to look profesh. Alright, and so Saweetie's her first album where Icy was on, it was called High Maintenance, and when she had dropped it, she dropped it 3/16, which is March the 16th, all scripted. And she said 8 songs, 8 vibes, 8 moods. She said 8 3 times, all scripted. But the real big point I want to point out about this is 8. Of course, she would have had 8 songs and all that, because look at that 8 on Lisa's arm, okay? And I want you guys to pay attention to the color scheme. You probably didn't even notice. Pink, white, and blue. Crazy, right? So right here, this is Saweetie. And right here, this is Saweetie promoting these fucking Birkins. And then people get these people tatted on them. That's the sad part. Do not go get any of these artists ever tatted on you. I mean it. Don't go get Nipsey. None of them tatted on you. The power of tattoos are extremely powerful. Do not go get these celebrities, these fake, made-up, fictional people tatted on you. Like I said before, they need believers. And if you go and pursue this and try to be the biggest believer, you're keeping something alive. You're believing in something that shouldn't even be believed in. I'm not here to tell people what to do, but just the idea of getting these people tatted, let's just not ever do that, okay? As long as you watch my videos, don't even make that mistake of ever going to do that. And I know a lot of people that go and get dumbass shit tatted. I mean, they go and get her verses tatted. They go get OTF quotes. They go get freaking pictures of X, his quotes, and it's just like, man, that's deep. Tattoos are deep, okay? It's deeper than you just putting ink to the skin. It's deep, okay? So right here, it's like she's put, like, I just want to show this. Pink, white, and blue, of course. All right, I already showed y'all what that meant, the invert. And you go look up the Transformer flag. And she's pulling off this blue glue. Like, she was wearing, like, other type of skin. Dressed up as this character and painted her body blue. Yeah, admitting that she's a whatever. And here go left eye again. Left eye was quite a man. It's crazy. Left eye in her last days in this terrible fucking film. Left eye younger, looks exactly like Saweetie. Left eye with blue hair. Left eye was such a man. Like, that's mainly what I want to show in this, is that she was such a man. Very much a male. And this right here, this is the male. It's the maleness that I'm talking about. And I don't know what the fuck this is. And this is Saweetie. Looks just like her. This is left eye. Left eye with green hair. Saweetie with green hair. Saweetie with dark green hair. Left eye with blonde hair. Left eye with blonde hair. Saweetie with blonde hair. Left eye with red hair. Saweetie with red hair. Left eye with blue hair. Saweetie with blue hair. Left eye with purple hair. Saweetie with purple hair. Okay? And that's Lisa Left Eye Lopes for you guys, okay? Lisa Left Eye Lopes plays the role of Saweetie. Thank you guys so much for watching.